Have you ever noticed how some men walk into a room without saying a single word, yet everyone instinctively pays attention? They aren't necessarily the loudest, the richest, or the most physically imposing person there. Yet people naturally make space for them. They are respected before they have even introduced themselves. Most people assume this is charisma. It isn't. It is psychology. The truth is that your appearance begins speaking long before you ever open your mouth. Every detail, from the way you maintain your beard to the condition of your shoes, from the fit of your clothes to your posture, communicates something about your standards. Human beings are wired to make rapid judgments. Within seconds, people subconsciously estimate your confidence, discipline, competence, and reliability. Whether those assumptions are perfectly accurate doesn't matter. They happen automatically. The real question is, what exactly are you communicating? Unfortunately, modern society has convinced men that grooming is nothing more than vanity. Social media encourages endless spending on designer brands, luxury fragrances, and expensive skincare, making appearance seem like a desperate search for approval. Because of this, many men reject grooming altogether, believing it makes them look superficial. But that is one of the biggest psychological mistakes a man can make. High-value men don't groom themselves to impress others. They groom themselves because they understand that appearance is a reflection of discipline. Every morning, they aren't asking, "Do I look attractive?" They are asking a far more important question. Does the man in the mirror reflect the standards I claim to live by? That single shift in perspective transforms grooming from vanity into self-respect. Before we continue, if you are serious about becoming stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally, subscribe to EvoLabX. Every week, we explore the psychology, discipline, and habits that help men build genuine confidence and purpose. Join the brotherhood, turn on notifications, and let's continue evolving together. We live in a world built around convenience. Comfort replaces resilience, excuses replace accountability, instant gratification replaces long-term discipline. Against that backdrop, a man who consistently maintains himself sends an incredibly powerful psychological signal. He demonstrates that he can keep promises to himself. He demonstrates consistency without supervision. He demonstrates standards that don't change based on his mood. Those qualities cannot be purchased. They have to be earned. This is one reason military organizations place so much emphasis on polished boots, pressed uniforms, and personal presentation. These rituals don't exist because shiny boots win battles. They exist because repeated acts of discipline shape identity. Small actions performed consistently create larger habits. Larger habits build stronger character. Stronger character produces decisive action under pressure. High-value men apply the same principle. Their grooming ritual isn't about looking better. It is about becoming better. Psychologists call this self-perception theory. Your brain builds your identity by observing your actions. If your daily behavior reflects discipline, your subconscious concludes that you are a disciplined person. If your habits reflect inconsistency, it reaches the opposite conclusion. This is why your morning routine matters more than motivation. Motivation changes every day. Rituals remain. Every time you maintain your standards, despite feeling tired or uninspired, you prove to yourself that your identity is stronger than your emotions. Many men believe that looking rugged automatically communicates masculinity. Sometimes it does. More often, it simply communicates neglect. There is a huge difference between looking naturally masculine and looking careless. A well-maintained beard communicates maturity and confidence. An unmanaged beard often suggests inconsistency. The same applies to your hair, your skin, your hands, your shoes, and even your posture. Everything either reinforces your identity or quietly undermines it. Research into first impressions consistently shows that people begin forming opinions within seconds of seeing someone. This is known as the halo effect. When someone appears organized, we naturally assume they are competent. When someone appears disciplined, we often assume they are reliable. These assumptions aren't always accurate, but they influence nearly every interaction. High value men don't manipulate this reality, they simply refuse to ignore it. Another overlooked aspect of grooming is skincare. Many men dismiss it because they associate it with vanity. In reality, a consistent skincare routine isn't really about your skin. It is about proving to yourself that you can execute small promises every single day. Nobody applauds you for washing your face or applying sunscreen. That's exactly why those habits matter. You are practicing discipline without expecting recognition. Private habits eventually become public performance. The same principle applies to scent. Most men buy fragrances hoping someone else will compliment them. High value men use fragrance differently. They understand that smell is deeply connected to memory and emotion. A refined, subtle fragrance becomes part of your identity without demanding attention. The goal isn't to smell expensive. The goal is to smell intentional. Confidence never needs to announce itself. The same philosophy extends to your wardrobe. Forget oversized logos and expensive brands. Truly confident men don't advertise the companies they buy from. They advertise the standards they live by. A well-fitted shirt almost always projects more confidence than an expensive designer outfit that fits poorly. Fit matters more than price. Quality matters more than quantity. Your clothing should never compete with your character. It should simply support it. Physical fitness follows exactly the same pattern. While many men train purely for aesthetics, a disciplined physique communicates something much deeper. It represents consistency, delayed gratification, and the willingness to embrace discomfort. People may admire your physique, but what they truly respect is the discipline required to build it. Posture is another silent signal that most men underestimate. Imagine two men entering the same meeting wearing identical suits. One stands upright with calm confidence while the other constantly fidgets and avoids eye contact. Before either man speaks, the room has already begun assigning leadership. Your body constantly broadcasts your internal dialogue. Strong posture doesn't simply make you look more confident, it changes how people respond to you. Perhaps the greatest difference between average men and high value men is this. Average men only maintain themselves when someone else is watching. High value men maintain themselves even when they are working alone. They dress well, groom themselves, and maintain their standards because those standards aren't dependent on an audience. If you only look your best when others can see you, your appearance has become a performance. If you maintain your standards in complete solitude, your appearance has become identity. Over time, these daily rituals begin influencing every other area of life. You become more punctual, more organized, more emotionally controlled, more selective about the people you allow into your life. You stop tolerating disrespect because your standards have become part of who you are. A man who truly respects himself eventually stops negotiating with people who don't. The truth is that grooming alone will never make you a high-value man. A tailored suit cannot replace integrity. Luxury fragrances cannot replace confidence. Expensive watches cannot replace competence. But when genuine character is supported by disciplined presentation, the combination becomes incredibly powerful. Your appearance simply becomes an honest reflection of the standards already governing your life. So tomorrow morning when you stand in front of the mirror, don't ask yourself whether you look attractive. Ask yourself a better question. Does the man looking back at me reflect the discipline, integrity, and standards I claim to possess? If the answer is yes, walk into the world with quiet confidence. If the answer is no, don't make excuses. Make adjustments. Excellence isn't built overnight. It is built through hundreds of small decisions repeated every single day. If this video changed the way you think about grooming, comment standards over validation below. I would love to hear which daily ritual you are going to improve first. If you found value in today's discussion, hit the like button and share this video with a brother who needs to hear this message. And if you are committed to becoming stronger in your mindset, relationships, career, health, and leadership, subscribe to EvoLabX and turn on notifications. Remember our motto: evolve, elevate, excel. Because the strongest signal you will ever send to the world isn't your words. It is the standards you refuse to compromise. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay intentional, and keep becoming the man you are born to become.